I'm Michael.
And I'm
special
Evan.
guest.
What?
Didn't practice that one.
It's me, Evan.
Yay!
Super Lucky Duck Man, because he has the Lucky Duck logo all over the front of his chest.
That's right. We have Evan with us, the
From
designer.
He's from Van Ryder Games. Yes.
Van Ryder Games.
Van Ryder
Yes.
is on there.
Partnering with
Lucky
the fantastic Lucky Duck.
Lucky Duck.
For the Dark Quarter. I'm so excited because this is on Kickstarter right now. It's the last day. So if you're watching this live, you should definitely go back it right now.
And we're making the end push to 1 million US and or 1 million euro, which is what the stretch goal
That's right.
is.
Yes.
So yes. So
yeah.
at night we're currently I guess you're currently at 985,000.
985,000 US.
And I think we need a link to show this.
Yeah, I got the command. So if you want to know more about it, you can
KS.
do that and get that
There
link.
you go.
Ooh.
Boom.
Link magic.
Link magic.
Evan is going to teach us this fantastic game. I'm really looking forward to it.
I am.
So,
Yes.
Oh, we don't
Alright.
need winter. I will put winter over
He's got
here.
the app already, and the app
That's
kind of
right.
goes through a little bit of setup for us. And
It will.
what
and
you
this-
see is gonna be, I guess, a spoiler, right? So
For the first scenario of the campaign, yes. Although you will not see everything that's going to be in the scenario. You're only going to see some of the storylines for two of the characters and kind of the main storyline. But there's going to be plenty
of extra
won't
content
see.
you won't
Oh
see.
yeah, for sure.
And
Oh, keep in mind, this stream is for mature audiences only.
Correct.
yes.
Because it's a little bit of racy language.
We will be saying words like poop and
Salubrious. No, that's
darn. There might be a few darns, maybe even a gosh darn.
Oh,
Whoa.
excellent. Well, I can't wait.
Gosh darn it.
Gosh darn it.
All right.
Shall we look at
Yeah,
the board?
let's take a look at this.
Yes.
Ta-da.
So here's the board, which is a
Nolans.
map of New Orleans. The Dark Quarter takes place in New Orleans in the 1980s, 1980, 1981.
Awesome.
You are members of a specialized detective agency called the Beaumont Agency.
Ooh.
You are tasked with solving oftentimes supernatural crimes that the regular cops don't know how to handle. This is a world of voodoo, magic, demons, vampires, werewolves, all taking place in the rich culture and world of New Orleans.
Nice.
Very nice.
Cool.
Show off these minis and fantastic dice
Yes,
over on
here are-
the green screen.
Here,
Whoa.
I don't. Okay, you're gonna have to get used to me.
Evan
Here.
is controlling the green screen
Yeah,
today.
I'm controlling the. I should have gotten my nails done. You didn't.
Oh,
You
it
didn't
can't be
tell
worse than
me.
this. Come on.
You can't. You didn't tell me. All right. So this is John Robichaux. Oh, how close can we get before it? Oh, that's not bad. All right.
Before it messes up.
I'm not very good at this. Anyway, that's John Robichaux. Here's his other characters. There's Winter. We won't be using Winter. And then we have these
Amazing
exceptional dice. The dice are specific to each character.
I know, they're all
Two
totally
different sizes,
different.
Yeah,
too.
two
I
different
mean, it's
sizes, two
amazing.
different designs.
And let me
they-
tell you, dice molds are not cheap.
No.
So,
They go with the color of the characters. So Steph will be playing Julia Paris. And
She looks like a vampire.
She is a vampire. What we call a casket girl.
Oh, okay.
that's fantastic.
So the casket girls are almost like a gang of vampires who have been in New Orleans for hundreds of years. A lot of the stuff in the Dark Quarter is based on like historical fact. So the casket girls were
Nice.
actually girls who came over in the 1700s, essentially to be at that point in time, New Orleans was basically France's dumping ground for like criminals and prostitutes. But then they had some aristocrats or higher class people, But for the men, there was no one of quality, I put quality in quotes, that they could marry. So they bundled...
Also with quotes.
So they bundled all of these girls, these young girls, up on a ship and shipped them over to like be marriage material for the landed gentry, or however you'd say it. And they had they carried their belongings in little suitcases called caskets. And when they got off the boat, they were incredibly pale because of the long voyage and being kept,
like me,
probably being kept away from the other sailors on the ship. So their quote unquote purity could be maintained.
That's fair.
And so that's where the legend started of the casket girls being vampires.
So did you spend time in New Orleans, or you just did a lot of research?
I've done a lot of research, but I've also spent a lot of time in New Orleans.
Wow, that's awesome.
I went for my wedding anniversary last year, and I went for my wedding anniversary this year.
Well, how about that?
Nice.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the world. We got these great dice. Julia Paris is a vampire.
Woohoo.
What am I?
You are a ex-homicide detective with a dark and tragic past.
As they all are,
as
right?
expected.
I mean...
right. No one actually
like
really
has.
No one has a happy past in this game.
No.
there are no happy
private line, and then all of a sudden she gets turned into a vampire.
So, as we play, you're going to be doing skill checks, you're going to be making choices, you're going to be investigating a mystery. We can go ahead and kick it off with the app and just get going, and
also,
I will read it and narrate it.
Oman Akil is consulting. Omari
Akil, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have my glasses on. Yeah.
Yeah, Omari is...
Yeah, there it is.
Omari is a fantastic game designer. He's just a great dude. And he is formerly of Board Game Brothers. They did Rap Gods and are currently working on Hoop Gods. I don't think that's out yet. But now that's changed to, I believe it's Colorway Games Lab. I think that's the name of their publishing company now. Anyway, he is born and bred in New Orleans. And so awesome. When I started designing this, I knew that I needed someone who would really, really know the city well and kind of help be able to guide the authenticity of it. Because even though it is in a fantasy world, I want it to be at least have like it feel a little authentic. Feel as authentic as possible,
right?
Especially with a city as rich in culture, food, music, character as New Orleans is. And so Omari has been indispensable for, awesome. And he's also going to be writing some of the scenarios too.
Oh, so, cool.
So anyway, we can start with the app here.
There's an app. I guess we should mention it's an app-assisted game.
Yes.
And I assume it will be on both major platforms, correct?
It will be on. Yes, it will be available through iOS and the Android store. Is that what they call it? The Android store?
I think they have the. Well, there's the Google store. There's plenty of places to get Android apps, but Google Store is one of the main places to get. She's an Android girl. I'm an iOS guy. Yeah. It's
and I am like 95% positive that it'll also be available through Steam because the Destiny's app is available through Steam. So I assume this will also be available through Steam.
That's great. So using a computer would be great too.
Yeah.
So here you can see the app. I will show you the app every once in a while, like when you see stuff. So this is the beginning right here, and as we hit play, it kind of comes up. Oh, this is where you have to choose your characters. Yeah, there is. Let's see. Oh, it says the volume's up, but it's not playing anything. Oh, here we go. Ooh. So this is where you would choose your characters. So we've got John Robichaux right there, and Julia Paris.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and this is where we set your stats. So I'm going to bring that back over here.
Yeah.
So you are going to have, now's the point where we can talk about skills. Your characters have 4 skills. The first is talent. That's how good you are at investigating things, observing things, discovering evidence. The red one is combat. Pretty self-explanatory. The purple one is the arcane, or magic. And the last one is charisma, how good you are at talking up people, getting past people, that kind of thing. So, actually, I don't think she's very charismatic.
I don't know. Vampires are known to be very convincing.
That's true.
So we'll see.
So for you, for talent, put a green cube on 4, 7, and 9.
Did it.
Put a red cube on 5, 7, and 11.
5, 7, and 11.
A purple cube on 7, 10, and 11.
Whoa.
And a charisma, a yellow cube on 5, 8, and 11. And you, sir, will be starting with a drum roll, a crowbar.
Wow. Half-Life style.
All right, Julia, you have green cubes on 7, 10, and 11, red cubes on 4, 7, and 9, purple cubes on 6, 9, and 11, and a yellow charisma cube on 6, 8, and 9. I guess she's a little...
What was the last one?
6, 8, and 9.
6, 8, and 9.
All right, and you start with dun dun dun. A love potion.
Wow.
Accurate.
Wow.
All right. Did everybody take their starting item and set their skills? Yes, they did.
Correct.
Oh, and in the final version, we will have recessed boards.
Oh,
so
very nice.
You're just gonna have to
do not
contend
hear,
with. Don't.
But
bump,
that's fine.
Yeah, don't bump your board, but
I
it'll
am
be
bad at
recessed in the. Yeah, don't.
So that is awesome news.
Thank God the puppet's gone.
I know, right?
He'll be like, hey, let me play with the cubes. They look tasty.
You already know him. And you
Wow, how does he know him already?
Hey,
know.
those look like tasty for me to eat.
If he were here, he would like scoot them on purpose.
Oh,
That's what he does.
and
that's what he
mess
does.
your cubes up.
He knows him.
What is that new? What is that word? New word the guy taught me? I will mess with your fucking cubes. Am I saying it right?
Yes.
Cubes.
Cubes.
Wow, Evan, that is an impressive assault impression. Bree is already propping you up there.
So, next, you are going to have to choose your starting abilities.
Yes.
These are your ability cards right here. On the back, you will see 2 cards that... Nope, that's the front. On the back, you will see 2 cards that say S on them. Take those and choose one of them to be your starting skill.
Grab your
The other skills will be unlocked during the upgrade phase, which happens at the end of the scenario.
So we won't even have a chance to
You won't really use them.
Womp. You can show them off. Yeah. Look at the fantastic artwork.
There's the back.
So good.
All the graphic design is by Lucky Duck's fantastic art director, who did just a incredible job. So yeah, here's an example of one of the skills you can unlock later. And you purchase these with experience you earn during the course of the game.
What's more interesting?
Veteran of Time or Vampire of All Trades?
Man, that looks so good.
My gut says this, but I don't really know what that little token is.
It's whenever at least one of your skill cubes is degraded for any reason, meaning you fail or do something really poorly and you have to move one of your skill cubes to a worse position, you get...
I get one of the tokens.
You get... I believe that's an experience.
It's whatever this is.
Yeah.
So are these like really great to have?
They're good to have, especially for the... I would say the other one is going to be much better for you.
I do like
Vampire
this,
of All
but the
Trades.
problem is I'm never going to roll a star.
No, there are stars on every single die.
Oh, I know, but I don't roll.
You won't?
Now that I have the card, it's
I'm a bad roller.
I'm a bad roller.
So I'm assuming the lower these are,
the better they are.
Correct. That's what I was catching.
So if you play Destinies, you'll recognize this system.
Yes.
And how this works is every time you have a skill test, let's say you have to test talent, which is the green one. You will always roll your 2 large main dice. These are called your main dice. These are called your effort dice. Your effort dice will refresh 1 at the beginning of your turn.
Effort dice was not the word you used. It was effing something else.
Oh. These are your effing effort dice. We just call them your effing dice. So you will always roll your main dice and then as many effort dice as you want to, but the effort dice will be exhausted after you roll them. So when you roll it, you're going to count up the numbers. So in this case, I would have rolled... I'm really going to have to get better at this. You would have rolled 4.
Okay.
And on your board, that would have gotten you up to 1 cube. You would have had 1 success. If you'd rolled up to 7, you would have gotten 2 successes. So, that's how the
roll
board
better,
works.
Michael.
Whoa.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna get a dice tray for us.
so this one, keen eye, during talent tests, add 2 to your dice roll result. So in this case, we would have added 2 to that, equaling 6, and you still would have only gotten 1 success. But if you'd rolled a 5, maybe it would have upped you.
Yep, up me. So she's not good at talent. I might want to be the one dealing with the talent.
You are much better at talent.
So
homicide detective.
And she looks like she's good enough on on the combat.
Yeah,
so I'm going to put this off to the side.
All right.
I have a keen eye.
All right. So now comes the intro. I'll show you what the intro looks like right here.
Oh.
It's scenario chapter 1, the breaking. And I
am not the only one to do voices on this channel anymore. Yay!
I won't be playing. I will be reading everything.
So
I'm probably going to need like a glass of water at some point or something.
Want to get him a bottle?
You don't have to get me water. Or vodka. Vodka could work too.
If I had vodka, I would gladly offer it.
No alcohol in this house, unfortunately.
No, I'm joking. Vodka wouldn't be good for my voice. It might be very entertaining.
It might be thematic to the game.
Senor Azul would drink it all, so.
That's right. Lush.
And here is he really is. Ta-da.
Oh, yes, perfect.
Look at that. All the Meeples of the Rainbow coasters now on sale.
Now on sale for the low price of $5.99.
No, not that much.
Not that much. Wow.
Like $1.
Hey.
That
is $5.99. Don't sell yourself short.
You gotta take his cut.
That's right. I'm getting my 20%.
That's right. Wow, I only get a standard 13%.
Yeah, you get 13%.
All right, I will read the intro now.
All right, let's go with it.
New Orleans, 1981. It was the hottest August on record in New Orleans. Humidity covered the city like a mass of rancid honey. Jazz riffs leaked out of the French Quarter, valiantly trying to pierce the sweltering air. People stumbled from street to street and parish to parish as if in a sweat-drenched trance. If the city ever lived up to its ancient nickname, the Wet Grave, it was the summer of 81. The murder was brutal and archaic. The victim, the mayor's chief assistant, Frank Boisseau, was powerful and important. It was a perfect storm of bad juju from the moment a patrolman came upon the gory display in Louis Armstrong Park. Reporters and rubberneckers swarmed the crime scene almost before NOPD could rope it off. The detective in charge took one look, vomited into the bushes for the first time in his career, and said out loud to no one in particular, "This is gonna hang on our necks like a fucking millstone if we don't put it to bed immediately." A call was made for outside help, a call no one really wanted to make, but in this instance, the NOPD wasn't above begging. Thus, the Beaumont Agency was asked to consult on what would become the first of the Congo murders. The first.
That means there's going to be more. Murders. We can't stop it.
Maybe there might be a second murder. Or maybe even 3.
A serial killer on the loose.
Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe it's
All right.
You don't want someone killing cereal.
So
we
then,
like cereal.
Just to show you kind of how this works, the app will then tell you how to set everything up. So starting out, it says place the game board, which Steph has already helpfully done.
I don't know if it's the center of the table.
All right, and then it'll be place this token. All right, so you need to find...
What token is that?
Sophia Romero.
Is there a number?
She's number 1.
Number 1.
She's number 1.
Founder.
She's number 1.
This is the Beaumont Agency, and it will go right here, indicating this is kind of your home base.
So yeah, there are these tokens with numbers on them. Mm-hmm. With all these little pictures of people.
The only truly safe place in all of Dark Orleans, as long as Sophia Romero isn't pissed off at you. Beaumont agents know better than to bother their boss, causing her anger. So when lost, during the course of the mystery, this is where you can receive a hint at the expense of your final reward. So you guys can get hints if you don't know what to do or where to go. I'll be brief. Here's the evidence file straight from the NOPD, but it's as thin as my fucking patience. So get to work and track down who did Boisseau in and why they chose to do it like this. Romero returned to her work, dismissing the agents. Show you just again.
Get out of here.
This is how we've got art for all the characters.
So good.
So that is Sofia Romero, your boss, who does not like to be trifled with.
I see.
All right, take the evidence file, card 01 from the story deck. The story deck is the deck of cards with the door knocker on the back.
Can you get it?
No. Number
one.
Evidence.
And you're going to place it in the Beaumont inventory.
Is this here?
No, it's just wherever you want to store it. So we could store it. This is stuff that you all have access to.
Okay.
So this is your personal inventory, but this is like stuff you can all use.
So it's it's going near the Lucky Duck logo.
Correct. That's right. All right, next we're going to place Congo Square, located at the heart of Louis Armstrong Park, the scene of Boisseau's brutal murder. So you're going to get a little location marker, which is the little pin. Yep. And we're going to put it right here. So this is a blow-up of the French Quarter. So this is where the French Quarter actually is in relationship to the rest of the city.
Oh, that's a blow-up.
And and because so much of the action happens in the French Quarter, we've got kind of like an enlarged version of it.
Very nice.
So this right here on the north side of the French Quarter, right to the north of Rampart Street. This is Rampart Street running right through here. This is Louis Armstrong Park. And right next to Louis Armstrong Park is a place called Congo Square, which during the 1700s and maybe the early 1800s, it is where all of the slaves would get together and they would basically have like this big musical powwow and party every week.
Oh.
So
that sounds
very cool.
So and that is where the murder took place.
Oh no.
Next, we're going to place...
to visit all of these places when
I have
you went on
visited
your anniversary.
That's right. I walked through. It was super cool because I'd already started writing about it. I was like, oh, I'm going to set the murder at Congo Square. And then I was like, oh, this is what it looks like. I was like, oh, I need to change some things. This looks a lot different than what I thought it did.
That's good.
That's awesome.
So next, City Hall, the seat of power in New Orleans and former employer of the victim, Frank Boisseau. So you're going to place a location marker right here, showing that is City Hall. All right.
Ooh, that's me.
John Robichaux, it is your turn.
Whoa.
So, refresh an effort die. That means take one of your, and you can kind of keep your cards to the side or whatever.
Steph put that
This is where you put your dice that you have available. So your two main dice will always go there, and now you will put one effort die in there. John Robichaux took one look at the case file that the NOPD sent over and nearly passed out. Boisseau had been strapped spread-eagled to an old wooden cartwheel, and then his arms and legs were broken.
You don't think you put an effort die?
She would put an effort die at the beginning of her turn. You can do it now if you want to.
Okay,
whatever.
It's fine. It's cool.
She's a cheater, so I just
she's a cheater.
I'm a cheater.
I'll keep her in check, Michael. No cheating on my watch.
That's right.
No fun in my game.
Okay.
Whoa!
All right, so Boisseau had been strapped, spread-eagled to an old wooden cartwheel, then his arms and legs were broken.
For the first time in his career?
No. Broken was whitewashing it. His limbs had been broken in 36 places, and what remained of them was twisted in an unnatural and grotesque manner. But it wasn't the violent photographs that made Robichaux's stomach twist into 1,000 knots. He'd seen plenty during his decade as a homicide detective to rival this. It was the startling similarities to Maria's murder. Almost 2 years earlier, his wife had been killed in the same horrifying manner.
It is like Max Payne.
It was called breaking on the wheel. Robichaux now knew, an archaic manner of execution not seen since the 18th century. And now a second killing with the same pattern had fallen right into his lap.
Wow.
All right, we are going to place another location marker right here. This is the Robichaux family house, closed shut and empty for nearly 2 years. And now you get to pick what you want to do.
All right.
So, you see this? you can kind of like scroll around the city, see which point of interest marker you want to interact with. Like if you want to go there, and it'll say, hey, do you want to visit the Beaumont Agency? No, we don't.
Don't piss her off.
So, Michael,
yes,
where would you like to go?
So we're already here, right?
Actually, you should put all your miniatures at the Beaumont Agency. It probably told us to do that at some point.
You had mine.
I just skipped them. Oh, do it? Oh, yeah. All right, there we go.
Should I go check out the house? What should we check out?
So you can go to the house.
We're not co-op.
It is co-op.
Oh, it is co-op. I thought it wasn't co-op.
No, it's co-op.
Oh.
I mean, you're working together. You will have your own storylines that you'll you know what? You don't have to work together. Tell you what, I'll start divvying up points, and at the end, we'll see who just wins.
It's like, whose line is it anyway? Dark Quarter style.
That's right. Totally random. I'm Drew Carey.
And the points
and you
matter.
Get 100 points, Mike.
Yes, take that, vampire.
So he's better at what?
Talent. Checking stuff out.
So where do you want to go?
So then you should go check the body. No? I don't know.
I mean, I thought, so we were already checking the body. I already know that it is... I mean...
You have 4 places you can currently visit.
Yes.
Right.
The site, the crime scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
City Hall. Your old house.
Oh, my old house.
That's your old house where your wife was killed. And then the Beaumont Agency.
No, I should check the body, I think. I think you're right. All right, I'm going to go.
I agree.
Doing it.
Let the record show.
Yeah.
Congo Square, located
Yes.
at the heart of Louis Armstrong Park, the scene of Busseau's brutal murder. Visit Congo Square.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
He made me touch it.
I know. Minus 10 points for innuendo.
No!
Oh, here we go.
In whose endo?
we got color flies and moat here. Hold on. Where is it?
Sherry.
Oh, they don't have it
Schmexy.
anymore.
What?
I was gonna say the minus 10, but they don't have it anymore.
Oh, you don't have a minus 10 color fly? She's in the chat.
All right, so now we flip the marker to indicate that you have visited it.
Okay. It's a reminder.
Oh, starting Chronicles of Crime 1400 on Friday. Very cool.
Nice.
And now it shows you how to set up the location tiles for this specific scene.
Okay.
For the location. So, the park was a madhouse. Throngs of people gawked at the entrance, trying to see past the crime scene tape and catch a glimpse of the grisly display deeper inside the park. So, we're going to place tile 1 face up as indicated.
Ta-da.
We'll just put it next to the board.
Sounds great.
Just show that as tile 1. Sounds
Jinx.
perfect. At the back of the crowd, Robichaux noticed a man quietly staring at the spectacle, not moving or saying a word. Robichaux wouldn't have noticed him if not for the fact that he was a good foot taller than anyone else present.
Oh.
Place token 05, the strange man, as indicated. Right here.
Here is the strange man.
So I'll put this right here so people can kind of...
Yeah, there you
see
go.
it. There
Top
we go.
down.
All right. At the front of the crowd, guarding the crime scene tape, was a frazzled beat cop. The poor schmuck was in his early 20s, green as paint, and trying to hold back the crowd like the levees before Hurricane Betsy. To be completely frank, he wasn't faring much better than the levees did. Place 04, police officer, as indicated.
I find it. No, I won't find it.
Where's our police officer?
There he is. He was
There
hiding.
he is. He goes
Police officer was
right
hiding.
here at the entrance.
Trying and failing.
And now we'll place Robichaux over here at the crime scene.
Yes.
So now you have the option to interact with one of the tokens.
Oh, I'm going to interact with the big dude.
You want to interact with the strange man.
Yes.
The strange man.
Strange man.
Visit the strange man?
Yes, visit the
Yes.
strange man.
Robichaux approached the tall man casually. What's the city coming to, am I right?
Am I right?
The man looked down at him as if acknowledging a
Damn
gnat.
puppets.
And then returned his gaze to the spectacle. Dark days are upon us, he said in the deepest bass voice that Robichaux had ever heard. The man was, quite frankly, terrifying. He would not be easy to intimidate. Now, you can choose an action, and you only have one action to choose. which
choose one action.
you can choose one action.
Here it is.
Here it
Choose
is.
it.
You can see right here. Oftentimes there will be multiple ways to interact with. This is what's called a point of interest marker, which just happens to be a person. So these are location markers on the board. These little.
Hey, you're getting pretty good at the green screen.
Little,
look at that.
Those things.
Point of interest.
And then these are point of interest. Where's the point of interest markers? These are point of interest markers. A type of point of interest marker is an NPC, which is this guy, the strange man. So you are interacting with the strange man. So oftentimes there will be different kinds of things you could do. Like you could intimidate him, you could like fight him, you could
seduce
him, seduce him with the love potion. But this one right here, that little symbol right there with the crown, you can see it. It's like got the crown with the little guy behind it. That is a charisma test, and you're wanting to ask him questions and to see how many questions you can ask him.
Yeah.
The better you perform on the test, the more questions you can ask him.
Oh, yeah.
Despite his initial feelings of talking to a statue, John tried to get a conversation going. So, we're going to select that and enter the number of successes.
Do I do all 3 dice?
That is up to you.
Whoa.
If you do it, it will be exhausted. And you will not get it back. So does this feel like a really important test that you really need to succeed on? You're going to need to get at least a 5.
What happens if I get a star? What does a star do?
A star only means something if you have a special ability that does something. Stars are 0s for you. For Steph,
they're 2s.
Stars equal a 2.
I should probably...
It looks like you can get a 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 0. Or 2 in my case.
1, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 0.
Yeah.
You can see that.
I don't know, Steph, what do you think?
Asking us to input how many successes Michael.
I don't think you should use your die yet. I don't think it's that important right now. We might need to come back to him though.
Yeah, just in case.
What are you doing?
I love how you set this up.
No, I moved
and then
this.
didn't roll
I did not roll. I wanted to show everybody my horrible snake eyes roll.
That's right. So we will enter. You got 0 successes.
Yeah.
0.
So we'll hit confirm, and then it'll be like successes entered 0. Is this correct?
Yes, this is.
Are you sure? Are you sure you rolled that?
It's a 7.
Poorly?
I rolled a 7.
Yes, this is correct. All right. You have 1 question remaining. So
I did.
Even though you failed, you at least get to ask him 1 question.
It's the pity question.
Yeah,
How about those
It
pelicans?
absolutely is the pity question. 10 points
How about
for
those?
Steph.
How about those Saints? No.
So, there are 3 things you can ask him. 1 is, what do you make of this? And you can then scan a card using the app. So you could show him the crowbar if you wanted to.
What do you think of that?
You could show him the evidence file, and we would scan the card, and then he would like interact with it. The other 2 questions are, who are you, and why are you interested in what's going on here? And the next question is, how the hell did you get so tall?
What?
How the hell did you get so tall? He's like a foot taller than everybody. He's a big dude.
It's very tall.
Yeah.
It's very tall.
What do you want to ask him?
I don't think you should show him the file. We don't know who he is.
We don't know who he is. I mean...
Bad things could happen.
Yeah.
So, who are you and why are you interested in what's going on here?
Probably
Or,
not.
how the hell did you get so tall?
I mean, yeah.
Probably... It's probably less suspicious to ask about the tall, but I guess I'm a cop. I'm going to ask him...
Bree says everyone's tall.
It's a Bree. All right, I'll take choice number 2.
Who are you and why are you interested?
Why are you interested?
My name is my own, and my business the same.
I figured that's what it is.
Now, every time you ask someone a question and they respond, you have 3 options. You can coax to try to... This is like, you know what? You don't think they're lying to you. You don't think aggression is appropriate. You just want to coax a little more information out of them. Be like the good cop. You can intimidate.
That's not going to work.
Maybe this guy...
For you,
it's supposed to be set up that you are supposed to intuit what the kind of if the writing is good and the descriptions are good, what do you think is really going to work with him? You can intimidate him.
Mm-hmm.
He might not respond well to that.
Right. This guy's...
Or you can just drop it. Now, if you choose the wrong choice too often, you will piss them off and they will become hostile.
Oh my
and they will
God.
stop talking to you.
No, Michael.
I think Cokes. What do you think? I mean, I
You
want
got a crowbar.
No, I want to make friends with this guy.
Okay, good luck. Cokes.
Cokes?
Yeah.
I'll let you do the honors.
Oh
Cokes.
no.
It bears repeating that these are dark days for our city. As a servant
But
As a servant of Cazador Inc., I am here to bear witness. The man considered Robichaux carefully. I sense the same concern in you, so I give you this one morsel. Voodoo magic is involved.
see, friend.
Robichaux uncovered a new lead in the case, a mysterious organization known as Cazador Inc.
Cazador.
Gain 1 experience.
Woo! And 10 points.
It seemed the arcane was involved in the entire case. Robichaux knew someone who might help in this field. Dixieland Drugstore was a place well known to all the Beaumont agents. It was an institution with all manner of the arcane for sale, and also a good place for asking questions about any magical, funny business.
Nice.
So find number 2.
02, right there.
And the Dixieland Drugstore is here in the French Quarter.
Yep.
Over near Canal Street. If you want to see, this is where I stayed right here for my anniversary.
Oh, the things we learned.
At the hotel.
And if you look really closely, you'll see Evan walking along.
You can see me in the window, undressed.
Whoa! Because they're mature audiences.
It was your anniversary, after all.
No, seriously, Hotel Monteleone right there.
Right.
Wow, chicken, wow, wow.
Oh my goodness.
I don't need to use that. I'm only 42.
I'm 142.
You are.
Nice.
You're like
Or 1,000.
you're like 100 and something. Yeah. All right.
She's like 42 degrees Fahrenheit.
All right. So you don't have anything else to do, so you would end turn.
And turn. Hey, that was a good turn.
Julia Paris.
Hey, that's me.
Julia Paris.
Oh,
Now you're.
there we
I
go.
gave you
Julia
compliments.
Paris,
And then,
it is your turn.
hey, we know a Julia Perry.
It's true.
It's really
Basically
weird.
the same.
Yeah.
All right. Where would you like to go?
I think I need to go up to the offices. What do you think?
To the which offices? To this guy's offices.
Maybe? I don't know.
Sure.
City Hall.
Yeah. Sure.
All right.
I don't know. Why am I going
I
there?
mean,
Well,
you going to my dead wife's place is not
it
probably
was where the victim worked.
I know, so it's
Good
going to
plan.
persuade some people to give me info.
Yeah, do it.
Seems reasonable.
Sure, let's go.
All right. City Hall. The seat of power in New Orleans and former employer of the victim, Frank Boisseau. Duncan Plaza, home to City Hall, carried the stink of New Orleans politics all over it. Corruption wafted from the concrete and glass like mange from a stray mutt. It made Paris's skin crawl. It's skeezy even for a vampire. Paris managed to reach the mayor's receptionist. But here, her luck ran out. From the very first look, she knew that getting past this bureaucratic Cerberus would not be easy.
Which is a 3-headed dog for this.
Replace City Hall with the City Hall lady.
The
move
City
the
Hall
green
lady.
screen, Evan. Slightly.
What did I do?
It is now pulled a little bit.
You gotta push it down.
Oh, there you go.
Oh. It's like, hey man, if there's any spider monsters, it's just
spiders, Steph, spiders.
No spiders!
it doesn't have the number there.
Is it this lady?
It is that lady.
Oh, sweet, I guessed.
Good job. Does she look like a crotchety receptionist?
Yes.
You are correct.
Should that have a number?
Good job on the artwork, Mateus. It should. We'll fix that.
Someone make a note.
Someone make a note. Grammar police are here.
Yes, that's Michael all day, every day.
That's us all the time.
Not us, you.
It's like, hey, publishers. Hey, Bree, take a note.
According to the receptionist, the mayor was indisposed and wouldn't be back anytime soon. Paris could read between the lines for her. The mayor would never be back.
She said, send me a screenshot.
I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have, she chirped in a patronizing tone. Beggars can't be choosers, Paris thought to herself. Now, you don't have to send Bree a screenshot. Trust me, I'm going to do quality control and all that kind of stuff. Whoa. You can just enjoy, Bree. You don't have to work. All right. So you have two options.
Okay.
The first is ask questions. Paris decided to pump the receptionist for whatever information she might possess. Or, nothing helps in official matters, like a proper customary gift. You could bribe her. Maybe she would want to answer questions if you bribed her.
You could love
I just don't think she's going to accept bribes.
Okay.
I think she's kind of like...
Kill her.
Stickler.
So you want to try to just
Befriend
use your
her.
charisma?
Sure.
All right.
Let's do that.
All right, roll. How many? Now you're gonna have to roll at least a 6 to get one success.
I know, but I don't.
Kill her. Kill her now.
I could kill her easier.
What was that? Where did that come from? A disembodied voice.
I mean,
You know she needs to leave. Kill her now.
it's gonna be fine.
Azula's gotten evil all of a sudden.
I don't know. What do you think?
It's my influence.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Influence.
Well, it depends how
Fist
important.
bump.
Yeah.
I don't know how important it is.
It's my fucking homie right there.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna roll.
I thought it was a puppet.
You are.
All right, roll.
Whoa.
5. Not quite. 0 successes.
What?
Is this
Ruined.
correct? Yes. You have one question remaining.
Yeah, I figured.
So,
I told you you should have killed her.
can you tell me anything about this? And you can scan an item and show it to her, like the evidence file. What did Boisseau do for the mayor? When was Boisseau last seen? And did Boisseau have any enemies? You have one question.
I know.
Would you like to phone a friend?
I would. Thanks.
Ask her how she likes the feel of things in her neck.
No.
Can't do that. Okay, goodbye.
We could.
You have to work on your threats there, puppet. Hey, how do you like things in your neck?
No, fangs in your neck.
Fangs.
Fangs.
Oh, I thought you said
Her
things.
fangs.
I thought you said things. I was like, is that like, are you sticking your fingers in like
No,
things?
like teeth.
Teeth,
Yeah,
yes.
teeth.
All right.
Like that.
What do you want to ask?
I don't know. What do you think? Not you. You go away.
Whoa.
Whoa.
There are the questions.
All right.
There
All
are the
right.
questions.
Like that. You want to ask about the enemies, or do we want to show her the file? I trust this lady with the file more than the guy on the street.
Strange dude.
Ask about the enemies. That'll give us another lead to pursue.
Sure, enemies.
All right. Did Boisseau have any enemies? I honestly wouldn't know, Detective. Mr. Boisseau is very private. And even if I did know the answer to a question like that, I certainly couldn't share it with you. We have policies at the mayor's office, after all.
Yeah, she's definitely.
The smile she gave Paris was condescending in the extreme.
Oh.
Clang.
Would you like to coax, intimidate, or leave it alone?
I kind of want to intimidate, but is that just mean?
Do it. It's the devil on your shoulder right there.
I guess. Yeah, let's intimidate.
All right.
Do it.
Paris wasn't having any of it. No more bullshit, lady.
Yeah.
The receptionist's jaw dropped. She clearly was not used to being spoken to that way.
Whoa.
I can't say any names because we all hated Frank. He was awful to the mayor and awful to everyone in the office. He would have been fired years ago, but he had powerful friends at the Laveau Corporation. Or at least that was the rumor. Paris uncovered a new lead in the case.
Told you.
There was a connection between this case and the Laveau Corporation, and while Paris didn't yet know what that connection was, she had little doubt that it would prove significant. Gain 1 experience.
How about them apples?
We both failed. We both got one.
Now we must
Is that where you
place
place your important treasures.
Yes.
the Laveau Corporation up here. Ground zero for the most powerful organization in all of New Orleans. Made of obsidian glass and black steel, it jutted out of the landscape like a dark monolith.
Hello, Meeple Grande. Thanks for the
Enter.
raid.
Alright, just before we go to the next player, we're just going to explain to the new raiders, thanks for raiding Laura and crew. We really appreciate that. We are playing The Dark Quarter with designer Evan Derrick right here.
Woo.
Raid.
What?
So we are on turn 3.
Oh, Kickstarter link.
Oh yeah, there's a Kickstarter going
It's
on.
the last day on Kickstarter. You've got about 15 hours left.
day.
Do not wait. Just go ahead and back it now.
15 hours.
So yeah, we're happy you're here.
John Robichaux, refresh and effort die.
Oh.
I'm sorry, yes.
No, I was just going to
Steph
say.
is, we're happy you're here.
Yeah, we are.
Azul is here.
If you have questions, let us know.
Oh, by the way, this is a mature stream.
Yes.
So, this is a mature game with mature language and
Mature puppets.
mature puppets. So, I would think of it as like an episode of like a M-rated TV show or something.
Yeah.
So, it's not gonna be like NC-17 or anything.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I leave said slivers.
All right.
No.
What do you want to do? You are here, but you can go anywhere in the city if you want. You are not stuck at the crime scene. You could talk to the strange man again. You can try to get into the park past the cop.
I mean,
You do have a crowbar to hit him.
as a cop, that's like, we're like brothers.
I mean, the police did call you to investigate.
They did.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe they're expecting
So you're
you.
friends.
Yeah. All
And
right.
you are a even if you are
Yeah.
a disgraced homicide detective,
I mean,
You got connections.
I got connections.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Visit the police officer?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Robichaux forced his way through the crowd and flashed his badge. I'm with the Beaumont Agency. I need to get in to look at the crime scene. Here is the app showing you the close-up of
Woo!
Louis Armstrong Park.
Thanks for the gifts, I'm Shadow.
The cop barely glanced at the badge, frantically making sure no one forced their way past the crime scene tape. Yeah, you and every other rubbernecker here. Beat it, pal. I don't have time for your bullshit.
Whoa.
So, you have a couple of options here. You could
I flashed my badge.
use your charisma to say, take a closer look at the badge, runt. I'm expected. Or, Robichaux had a Gree-Gree, which is a magical artifact, that would get him past this shitheel in no time. So you could use magic on him.
Yeah, but that's like a 7.
Yeah, you're not very good at magic.
I'm not very good at
So
that.
you're going to try to use your smooth moves?
Smooth move.
Now, do you want to use...
I think I'm going to roll one of these
All
dice.
right, so you need to...
Whoa.
All right, let's see what you get.
Pair of ones like always.
Don't roll bad.
Wow!
Oh!
Ooh, 2 successes.
That was the perfect roll.
2
No,
successes.
I could get better than that.
The young buck's eyes went wide when he looked closer.
That's right.
Oh shit! Captain said you were coming. I'm sorry. It's just been so crazy. Please don't say anything to him, please.
Now you must be my lackey.
All right. Now, you did so well that you can upgrade one of your charisma cubes,
Nice.
which means move it this way. You can pick which one you want.
I think I should do the low end and then start following it up. What do you think? I do that, right?
Is that what happens when you roll really well?
Yes.
Well,
If you,
Wow.
if you succeed really well, you do get rewarded.
oh my god, why don't we ever succeed?
I did
All right.
succeed.
Good.
Now we're
I
going to
did that.
remove the police officer.
Goodbye,
longer
police
there.
officer. Bye.
With the gawking crowd held back at the entrance, it was quieter here, but not by much. Police swarmed over the grounds like ants. Beat cops, plainclothes detectives, and forensic photographers. Place tile 2 face up as indicated. Here is tile 2. See
Nice.
the crime scene. We'll just put it. We'll put it right there.
Jalvia headbutt. Hello, Z.
One
Oh, Z
detective
should
in
not be
partic-
watching.
I know. It is mature audiences, Jelfie, just so you know.
Yeah. Yes. One detective in particular stood out. Apparently the king of this circus. He was almost certainly the lead detective on the case. Plays Detective LeBlanc, number 6, as indicated.
Number 6.
Stop.
I think that's 6 or 90. I don't know.
There we go. The Detective LeBlanc goes right there. At the center of the square where the murder had taken place, lay Boisseau's body. And we're going to place a point of interest marker right there.
Nice.
Why, it looks like a lamppost.
You may now... Yes, it does. It looks like one of the quintessential iconic
That body got messed up.
Found around. It's an abstract representation, Azul, of a dead body.
Okay, I just want. I mean, you did say like it was tortured and like
Don't worry. If you go and look at the crime scene, maybe you'll get to see what the tortured body looks like. Since you seem to be really into that, you sick puppet, you.
Let the record show.
I mean, I just wrote the thing. I don't like it. All right. What would you like to interact with? Would you like to talk to Detective LeBlanc?
First, I would like to talk to the detective. Then I can go look at the body. Let's find out what he already knows.
All right, we're going to interact with the detective.
I mean, I just got this point of charisma. I want to use it.
Of course.
The detective looked up as Robichaux approached him. You from Beaumont? Robichaux nodded. I'm LeBlanc, and I'm the lead on this shit show. Just so we're crystal fucking clear, I didn't want y'all here. But that call was made above my pay grade. So ask your questions, take a look-see, and then get the hell out of my crime scene.
Oh.
A friendly sort.
That seems like it.
Clearly.
You may...
Hit him with the crowbar.
No, I can't. No.
Let me see. Is hit LeBlanc with crowbar? It is not an option, unfortunately.
Oh.
This game is stupid.
Stupid.
You should be able to just hit everything with a crowbar.
He sounds just like me.
That's what I'm saying.
He's my long lost twin brother.
I should. Too bad I don't have my
Your pretty awesome purple hair.
I didn't have like a little purple mohawk and beady, unblinking eyes. I could just like hold my lids open.
You're like calling out on my best qualities.
Yeah. Robichaux wanted to see just how much LeBlanc knew about the case, so you can use your charisma to ask him questions, or LeBlanc looked like maybe a small gift might get him in a talkative mood.
You mean like that little juju that I have? No, I'm not.
You could give him the crowbar. Do you think the detective could be brought? No, I mean like literally just give it to him, not beat him with it.
No, let's talk to him.
All right.
So, just use charisma, right?
All
That's
right,
what we're doing here?
rolling for charisma.
Should I use this? Probably not on him. I mean, even if I don't do well on him.
You've learned now that you always get to ask at least one question.
Yeah. Plus, even if I don't do well on him, I can still go search the body. So, yeah, just these dice.
Jelfia predicts.
Double stars! Oh, yeah!
And stars mean what for you?
Zeros! The only thing worse than double ones is double zeros.
But they're so sparkly.
They are.
So, for
That looks
those
like
at
you
home,
should
you
get
can
more
see
for
now it's asking us to enter how many successes.
2 stars.
Wait, are you sure? 0 successes?
Again.
Are you that bad at this game?
Yes.
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 You have one question.
Let the record show he did actually get a charisma point.
He did, but he botched it.
Whoa.
I mean...
Jelfia knows who did it. Azul with the crowbar.
Not very charismatic, but we all knew that.
Yeah, but don't tell him that.
Okay.
Yeah.
My goodness. Jelfia's on.
What are y'all saying?
Quiet whispering.
Yeah.
Oh my
All right,
goodness.
That's what we do.
What do you make of this? So you could show him something, like the evidence file. Do you have any leads?
Show him that.
Do you have any leads?
That seems good, too.
Who's the strange man watching from the crowd?
Ah,
So many good questions.
What
If
can
only
you
it rolled
tell me
better.
about Cazador Inc.? And that would be a question that was unlocked because
Yes.
you spoke to the strange man. It would not have been there if you hadn't spoken to the strange man.
Yes.
And what can you tell me about the Laveau Corporation? That question wouldn't have been there if Steph hadn't talked to the receptionist at
Yeah,
City
she's
Hall.
got me on cell phone speed dial.
Yes, you're connected.
Yeah, just,
You have beepers. Yeah, there's no cell phones in 1981.
It's
Just-
cyberspace. It's Chronicles of Crime 2400.
So what do you have one question?
what do you think? I like Cazador. what was the first one? It was well, what do you mean? Maybe showing the evidence file. What was it? What was in the evidence file?
Don't know.
That was my wife's.
No. The evidence file is the evidence file for this case, and it was
So just,
sent
like,
over
information.
by the NOPD.
Okay.
What do you think, Cazador? Yes,
Yeah.
Cazador.
The most dangerous assholes are the ones with the divine mandate. I keep as far from those zealots as I can. You like to
Probably
coax,
one of those guys.
intimidate, or drop the subject.
Coax.
So, every time you ask someone a question and they respond, you have the option to coax, intimidate, or just leave it alone.
Hit him with a crowbar.
No, Azul. No.
Bad Azul. We need, like, here's a crowbar. Just pretend this is a crowbar. This is for you to play with. You can hit things with it. Hit Michael. There you go. Very good.
The
Yep.
heck?
Coax. Listen, if you really want to fuck around and find out, you can go drop in at the Cabildo and see what Cazador is all about. But don't say I didn't warn you. Robichaux knew the building, the Cabildo, but didn't know who called it home. Gain an experience point.
Gain experience.
You can place the Cabildo. Get a location marker for us, Steph.
This?
Yes.
This?
Right here.
Whoa.
Ding.
Oh, it almost touched Evan.
The seat of the Spanish government when it ruled the territory.
Like he
now
was
home to
walking
Cazador
around?
Inc. I know. This is the Cabildo right here. That's St. Louis Cathedral. And then right over here is like, it's now the New Orleans Museum. So, but that is actually the Cabildo, which was the seat of Spanish power.
Wow.
And now it's a museum. But
Very cool.
in the world of the Dark Quarter, it's home to Cazador Inc., whoever they may be.
I like it.
All right, end turn. Paris, it is your turn. Refresh an effort die. Where would you like to go
Meaning
now?
I do this?
Yes.
Yep.
I have an extra one now?
That doesn't
Yeah.
look like it took much
Okay.
effort.
Yeah, it is. Les Schmiggles, interesting. Seems like some aspects of Destinies, but set in New Orleans.
Yes.
Yes. All right, so what are my options again? Let's go over some of these spots.
Did Evan say botched in front of Azul? His sensitive ear.
Botched? Oh, I will be saying other things.
Like, salubrious?
Salubrious, yes. Is that that's your safe word?
It is
isn't
now. I don't know, baby.
Salubrious!
Oh my god.
He knows me.
All right, what
Alright,
do you
so
think?
What?
there's
What am I
the
thinking?
Laveau Corporation.
Yeah.
You can talk to the mayor's receptionist.
Hit him with the crowbar.
You can go to John Robichaux's house
Probably
where his
not.
wife was
worth-
murdered.
I could do that later.
You can go to the crime scene, look at the body, talk to LeBlanc. You could go to the Dixieland drugstore and talk to the lady who runs it. Or you could now go visit Cazador, or the Cabildo, which is home to Cazador Inc.
I think you're.
Here? Or talk to this guy that you kind of coaxed earlier.
Here's another rule. When you are in the same location, you can freely give one another effort dice for your tests.
These things.
Yes. Effort dice.
So you could, if Steph was
Right.
over here doing something, you could give her an effort die, which would get exhausted, but she could have a better chance to succeed.
Right.
Something, yeah.
Since your magic is better than mine, I figured the magic would be your purview. Going up to the place that she sent you does not seem like a bad idea. So yeah. Oh, we just hit 990.
Nice.
Woo! We were at 986.
Ooh.
I credit you guys for that.
990K.
Trying to hit 1 million. Almost
Feels
there.
like the first episode of Inspector Senor Azul Mysteries.
I approve. I take my standard 13%.
That's my next. That's my next game design. I'm just gonna call that now. Senior Azul Mysteries.
If I get included in the game, that would be fantastic.
Maybe I could. You know what? I'm gonna try to make a character in
Promo
this
card.
game who's a ventriloquist,
Yes.
and his name is Azul.
Wow, that would be.
I am on there.
Senor Azul.
We'll see.
We'll see. Evan called me.
It's so good.
Bria's like, stop making promises.
Promo card.
He has a
Senor's
puppet.
own miniature.
He has a puppet named Michael. Oh, it's perfect.
That would be perfect.
All right,
Now we
going
know who's
to-
running things.
So you're going to be going to the Dixieland drugstore?
Yes, I am. Let's go. Let's go.
The Dixieland drugstore was packed to the brim with voodoo bric-a-brac, shrunken heads, love potions, spell books, I Heart Voodoo t-shirts, and other curiosities.
He said bric-a-brac.
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 Everything on the shelves was innocuous. The real voodoo objects, powerful and dangerous, were out of sight behind the counter, guarded by Madame Babette Bordeaux, whose family had run the place for decades. Hello, Julia. It's been a while. You shouldn't be such a stranger. She smiled.
See?
Now, what
Good
can
idea.
Dixieland do for you today? Now, you could shop for objects, but you have no money. So
She doesn't need money.
you could ask her questions. Madame Bordeaux was an expert on all things voodoo or arcane and would gladly answer any question. Or you could show her something.
We should probably ask some questions.
Yeah, that's good. Like how that girl died.
Yeah.
No, not the girl, but the guy.
All right,
the,
roll for charisma.
The lamppost.
Roll for charisma.
Should I use
The
an extra die?
I think
Try and
yes,
get an
one
8 or
yes.
9.
Yes.
All threes.
That's a 6.
6.
That's a
That's
success.
Success.
Yay!
Yay.
You have 2 questions to ask.
Oh, how about that?
Whoa.
You can show her something. You can ask her, what do you know about Frank Boisseau? And what do you know about the Laveau Corporation?
How about Frank Boisseau?
You can see here
What do
the
you think?
questions you can ask. What about Frank Boisseau?
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right.
Maybe he was involved in stuff.
I'm sorry, Julia. I don't know who that is. Coax, intimidate, or move on.
I feel like she would tell me if we're friends.
She would tell your friends, yeah.
So I,
she
don't,
would
I
tell
think we
you.
just move on.
Sure.
Okay.
Is that wrong? Are we wrong?
No, I mean, there's no wrong choices.
You're wrong.
Minus 10 points.
Oh my god!
I'm just joking. No, it's your choices. Move on. All right, you have 1 question left. What do
Wow,
know
you
about
just
the Laveau-
wasted the success like totally.
You could show her something or like the evidence file.
Yeah, but what do you
Evidence,
think?
evidence file for sure.
For sure?
I mean, she's a friend, right?
Sure, we trust her.
All
I
right.
guess.
I mean, she might see some voodoo
So-
or something.
Yeah.
So you see, this is how it works when it like turns your camera on. And now we will.
Boop. Wow.
It's like
It's like a camera
it's
and a
Inception.
camera
It's
and
a-
a camera.
I think the green might be throwing it off.
It might be.
Doop-a-doo.
Oh, you have to hold it
Oh,
down.
I gotta
like-
hold
Oh,
it.
yeah, you gotta click it.
Yeah. Sorry, Julia, I know nothing about this, but look at the picture here. You should take a closer look at this Vive symbol next to the body. It might tell you more than anything else.
That's what I was wanting her to see.
Mm-hmm.
All right, end the turn.
Yep. I don't think she knows anything, but we have to go.
No, but
We have to go
that's
find
it.
Maybe
Look at
if
that
you
symbol.
find some more specifics, you could ask her
Yeah,
about them.
agreed.
Like at the body.
Refresh and effort die, John Robichaux. It is
That's
now
me.
your turn. It's always like, I need like a little like guide or something on here that shows me like where I need to hold.
Whoa.
All right.
So I can look at the body, but I won't know anything about a symbol
All right. It's
next
got a
to
little
the body.
it's got a little message for you.
Oh,
here.
I have a message. I checked my beeper.
Robichaux knew he should head first to his old house, but as often in his life, work came first. Or maybe I'm just a fucking coward, he thought,
Yeah.
unable to set foot back there.
I gotta go there someday. But do I do that now or do I check that body?
You can check the body.
All right.
I'm gonna check the body.
Checking out the body.
It looks like a lamppost.
It's like horribly disfigured. Yeah.
When Robichaux stepped up onto the stage, his knees almost gave out.
Whoa.
This-
I don't even have these.
This is how Maria had been found. This is what they did to her. It was almost too much for him to bear. He swallowed hard and steeled himself. All right, place tile 7.
We have another tile.
They are in order, by the way.
Oh. All right, here is tile 7.
Oh!
Whoa.
It's the victim. Dead. You guys see?
Whoa.
Azul, don't look.
I'm too young for this.
Yeah, you are.
So, like, this is the guy with his legs broken in a bunch of places.
Well, he was strapped to a cartwheel, and then his arms and legs were broken.
We're cracked. Yeah.
They
Make this pattern or whatever.
They would execute people this way.
I'm not looking.
You know the term coup de grace?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know where that comes from?
No.
It comes from when you would be strapped to a wheel and broken or executed in this way and executed in some other ways.
Wow.
They would surreptitiously strangle you to death so that you didn't suffer.
What?
Usually in a public execution before the crowd. Because everybody's really into it, and that's what they went for, like, entertainment back then.
Wow.
So the coup de grace was the blow of grace, basically meaning they would do that for like aristocrats or like royalty. They would actually just quietly strangle them to death. so that they didn't feel because how breaking on the wheel worked is you would basically get your arms and legs broken, and then they would just leave you there until you died. It wouldn't be like blood loss or anything. You would just but you would be like in horrible pain as you would just like lay there until you, I guess, starved to death or died from shock.
Makes the crowbar seem pretty amateurish by comparison.
Join the stream. Wow. Join this stream for fun facts. Fun historical facts.
I mean, it's interesting, though, for sure. It's just wow.
Sure. All right. An old cartwheel, the kind that would have been borne wagons across the plains hundreds of years ago, was in the exact center of the stage. Boisseau was on it, spread-eagled, his hands and feet lashed to the wheel with some kind of white, fibrous material. His eyes were wide open, and his face... His eyes were wide open, and his face was in a frozen rictus of agony. And it was not difficult to see why. The man's arms and legs were bent and twisted like wet noodles. The bones must have been pulverized to dust for them to turn that way. He looked like a marionette at rest, his limp limbs just waiting for the jerk of a puppet master's hand to spring to life.
I'm now, like, triggered.
Blood was everywhere.
Whoa. I mean, were his arms like this?
Yup, exactly like that. I'm so sorry, Azul. I didn't realize this.
I did not know this was not for puppets.
This hits real close to home for you, buddy. All right. Robichaux examined the scene, so you can now investigate the scene.
I'm now officially scared.
And you are going to roll on talent, which you are actually good at.
Yes! I waited all game to roll on talent.
And look, your ability, Robichaux's ability that Michael chose, is during talent tests, add 2 to your dice roll result.
So he just automatically gets 2.
Pretty fantastic.
No, if he rolled 2 stars like he did last time, you would add 2 to that, and now you would have a grand total of 2 and get nothing.
But if I get a 7, I might
roll an extra.
I might actually get to move something down. Like if I get a 7, I might be able to improve that to a 6.
I know, it'd be great.
That'd be really great. That looks like a 9. How about 3 successes?
3 successes.
It could have been more.
I mean,
all right.
I didn't need 11.
You may now examine different portions of the victim and body.
I can examine nearly everything.
You have 3 actions.
Ooh.
Because you are such a good investigator. Robichaux focused on Boisseau's tied hands. He examined Boisseau's massacred head. He took a look at the symbols written in blood, and he examined the wooden wheel.
So there's one I can't do.
So you can look. Oh, no, you get to look at... Those are all the things you get to do.
Yeah, but I only have 3.
Right.
So there's one of those
Correct.
I can't do.
Here we go. For the viewers at home.
It plays 4 players, right?
Yes, it plays
Yes.
4 players.
Yes.
So it is not limited to 3.
Yeah,
The number
definitely.
is
This game
4.
is not for kids.
Oh, puppets!
What? So I shouldn't have play tested it exclusively with my 10-year-old? Jokes. Not real. Did not do that.
Much.
So
Yeah.
what do you want to examine first? Basically his hands, his head, the symbols, or the wheel.
Now, if he examines the symbols, will I know about the symbols?
If it's something that's added to your Beaumont inventory, yes. Generally speaking, yes. You're all in it together. You're all kind of...
But, like, so we're not spending points to move to locations, so it doesn't much matter, but...
Pretty much, the board and the locations are to give you a sense of space and place and theme. And there's not, like, movement rule. Basically, you get to move and visit a location and then interact with one point of interest. That's kind of how it works, mechanically.
I mean, the symbols are important, but I'm not very good at checking out symbols.
Right, so you
What
can
do you
the
mean?
other
You're good talent.
Oh, I thought that was with the magic.
No, well, that's arcane, but right now we're investigating.
Let's look at the symbols.
Written in Boisseau's blood was a series of symbols and lines that looked at least to Robichaud like hieroglyphics. The bottom half of the symbols was smudged, however. Pulling out his notebook, Robichaud quickly sketched the portion of the symbols that he could make out clearly. Take the symbol, number 2, from the story deck and place it in the Beaumont inventory.
Now you've got it, and you can tell me what the symbols are if I don't know them.
Look at this.
Oh, she will know. Your friend.
The symbols.
Your friend will definitely know.
Yeah, exactly.
Gain an experience.
I like that. Where's the experience?
This.
Yeah.
So you could spend these to advance your cubes at any time?
At the end during the upgrade phase, at the very end. However, you can spend your experience to refresh an effort die at any point.
I might want to do that just because we're not moving forward with this until the game comes out
next year.
like next year.
Well, yeah.
And I will have forgotten by then. So yeah.
Exactly. Okay. So you get to ask all these other questions.
All right. What would you like to... You can look at his hands, his head,
his hands
or the
had
wheel.
white fibrous material on them. So, I mean, it could be anything, but it might be something supernatural. I can check his head to see if they mess with his head. Or the wheel. I am probably least excited about checking the wheel because it's probably just a standard wheel.
I don't know about that.
What do you think I should
If his body
give up?
is on top of something important.
The body. Head, hands, wheel.
I know, but it could be like on the wheel. I don't know.
You have 2.
I do have 2 out of these 3.
All right, look at the head. It's totally damaged.
All right.
I looked at the picture.
Up close, Boisseau's face was even more horrifying.
Whoa.
His eyes were scarlet from burst blood vessels, and Robichaud could barely see his pupils. His mouth was open in an eternal, unending scream that Robichaud could almost hear in his own head. Looking closer, he saw something lodged deep in Boisseau's throat.
Oh, yeah.
Robichaud, you now have a new option. Robichaud tried to retrieve the object from the victim's throat.
Yes, I got to do that.
I think so.
Yeah, for sure.
Robichaud pulled out a pair of tweezers and quickly glanced around the crime scene to check that no one was watching. Roll your talent.
There's the talent.
I
didn't get to move anything up with the 9 roll. Are you kidding me?
You got to look at 3 things.
That is true. So.
Do you want to use an extra die for this?
It seems really important.
It does. You have tons of experience, so you can always get it back.
And you're going to add 2 to the result. Remember, you will add 2 to the result
yeah.
as well.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it seems really important.
Yes.